There was once a wise old cobbler named Ravi who lived in a small village nestled between the hills and forests. His house was no more than a clay hut, his earnings just enough to buy simple food. Yet every morning his laughter echoed through the village lanes. People wondered, how can someone with so little be so happy every single day? One curious man named Arjun, a wealthy merchant who owned gold, land, and respect, came to him one morning and asked, "Ravi, tell me honestly, what makes you so happy? You have no riches, no comfort, not even proper shoes. Yet I see you smiling every day." Ravi smiled and said, "My secret, I don't chase happiness, I live it." Arjun was confused, so Ravi invited him to spend a day with him that day. Arjun watched Ravi work tirelessly, stitching torn sandals, polishing dusty boots, always humming, always smiling. People came to Ravi not only for shoe repairs, but also for kind words. He gave them joy without expecting anything more than a few coins. At sunset, Ravi took Arjun up a hill, where the sky turned golden and the wind carried the fragrance of wildflowers. Ravi said, "Every morning I wake up and thank the sun for giving me light. Every evening I thank the moon for peace. I may not have a soft bed, but I sleep with no burden on my heart. That is wealth too, isn't it?" Arjun said softly. "But I have everything and I'm still not at peace." Ravi looked into his eyes and said, "You keep happiness in a box called someday. Someday when I earn more. Someday when I retire. Someday when I buy a new house. But someday isn't promised. Only now is that night." Arjun went home, and for the first time in years, he slept without planning his next deal. Days passed. Arjun started spending time with the villagers. He built a school, shared food, helped the poor not for business, but for joy. Slowly his laugh became louder, his heart lighter. He met Ravi again after a year and said, "You were right, happiness was never outside. It was waiting inside me. All I had to do was stop, breathe, and let it out." Ravi just smiled and said, "Now you will stay happy forever." Moral of the story: happiness is not something we chase, but something we choose. It's not hidden in wealth, future plans, or perfection. It's in gratitude, kindness, and living in the present stay. Happy not because life is perfect, but because your heart is peaceful. Let's learn some words from this story. Cobbler, meaning a person who repairs shoes. Example, the cobbler worked all day, fixing torn sandals. Rewritten example, the man who repairs shoes worked all day, fixing torn sandals, burden on my heart, meaning a deep emotional stress, worry, or guilt example. I sleep with no burden on my heart. Rewritten example, I sleep with no heavy worries in my heart. Chase happiness, meaning to keep trying to find happiness by running after external things. Example, I don't chase happiness, I live it. Rewritten example, I don't run after joy, I live it. Fragrance, meaning a pleasant smell example. The wind carried the fragrance of wildflowers. Rewritten, the wind carried the pleasant smell of wildflowers. Lighthearted, meaning feeling free of worry, stress, or sadness. Example, his heart became lighter. Rewritten example, his heart became free from worries.